it's Ashley, your Midwest mommy. I am getting ready this morning, and I thought that it would be kind of neat for you guys to get to see what I do on a daily. Sorry, I'm messing with my camera with where I have it set. Um, I don't usually do these kinds of things, so all right. Hopefully everybody can see me okay. I had to adjust the brightness. The bathroom's not the brightest. I get ready in the morning and I shower, wash my hair, all the good stuff. I've already washed my face and done the moisturizing part, but I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready. And the first thing I'm going to do, I noticed my lips are a little dry, so I'm going to go ahead and use my lip scrub that I got as soon as I can dig it out here. There it is. It's Naked Cosmetics. It is vanilla cream lip scrub, and I love this stuff. It smells and tastes like a vanilla cupcake. It's really yummy, and it works really good. Now, recently, I noticed I was having an issue with my lips drying out real bad, so I went to good old Walmart, and I bought a lip conditioning serum by Blistex. Now, I didn't know Blistex had that kind of stuff, so I was kind of interested to try it, and it works pretty good. It feels kind of weird to put it on because I've never done anything like that before. I've always just used chapstick, but chapstick leaves such a waxy feel on my lips that it's hard to put makeup over. It's better. So I got my lips good now so that I can start my routine. Still getting over this nasty cough. I apologize. So I'm going to start with my Blistex Conditioning Lip Serum. It looks like this. Little bottle. I think I spent like $3 on it. But it's kind of like applying lotion to your lips, which some of you, especially if you're younger, have done this before. And probably actually do have a specific thing that you use on your lips. Honestly, I got the idea from Jordan Byers. I've been watching some of her review videos and things, and I am subscribed to her. I like her personality, and I like the way she reviews her products. She's always honest. She always talks about it. And gives you a good idea of what the product feels like, smells like, tastes like to her. Which, in all honesty, is what this is all about. It's a review to give other people an idea of what they're getting. I'd said in my review video for whenever I got my Birchbox that I had gotten a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'm going to play with it a little bit today. I have not used it yet, aside from that little bit that I put on the back of my hand during the video. So we're going to try this. I've never used a primer before. I'm assuming that, you know, it works like paint primer, and it just kind of gives you a good base to lay your makeup on. It does give my skin a little bit of a sheen. Hopefully that'll translate through my foundation. I know a lot of you girls out there that do makeup all the time are probably freaking out that I'm rubbing this in with my hands, but I only have one beauty blender, and just in case I don't like the way this looks, I don't want to risk getting it on my beauty blender. Put a little more on this one side. All right, so that's the primer. It doesn't feel heavy. It does seem to set the skin pretty nice. Gives it a little bit of a sheen to get started with. Sorry, I cannot stand makeup on my hands. I will be washing my hands pretty regularly through this. I'm kind of weird like that. All right, so next thing I do is my foundation. And I do have it's Maybelline Fit Me. It's got SPF 15 sunscreen for normal to dry skin. Again, courtesy of Walmart. I actually had bought a Maybelline Dream Cushion that I really liked. And that's what made me go back for a regular foundation. It was something I could use in conjunction with that. I really need to get a full-size beauty blender. All I have are the minis. But it works for now. Growing up, we didn't have these. We had little cheap sponges that you used until they were caked with foundation, and then you threw them away. Talked mom into going and buying you another 30-pack, get you through the next month. You know, those types of things. I'm still getting used to this because for a long time I just used my hands and smeared. This system actually definitely works better. I'm assuming that everybody got the idea from cosmetologists and professional makeup artists actually opening up on YouTube and talking about some of their tricks. I wasn't into the whole big YouTube revolution when it first started, so I missed all that. I'm learning now. Please forgive me, don't crucify me. So that's that. There are a couple spots that I'm not too happy with, so I will actually show you my little dream cushion here. It looks like this, and it has a separate spot for its sponge, and you flip it open, and it's got the little makeup in there, and it is a liquid. And this shade is just a hair lighter, not quite a concealer. But I don't like concealer. I think it sits too heavy on my skin. So I do like to use this if I feel like I didn't get enough coverage somewhere. Typically it's around my eyes and my mouth. I have a lot of redness in my cheeks. But that happens when you have really, really super fair skin. So, all right, that's my foundation. I look a little washed out right now. Now, a lot of you guys have been talking about doing a primer on your eyelids. I don't do any of that. I usually just take, my little sponge here and just kind of run it over my eyelid a little bit to give my makeup something to sit to, but something that's not too heavy. It just gives it a little bit of a base, and I don't have to worry too much about it. And then I use a loose powder to set the look. I have to get it in like the lightest color possible. This is Ivory 0.5. Because again, I am like super pale. I only go up about a half a shade in the summer. I work indoors. And I just started back to school for this 5 weeks. Classes just started back yesterday. So I had taken a leave of absence to try to get some stuff together, and my leave of absence is now over. So I get to start back to school. The next thing I do is I do my eyes. Today, I don't have a whole lot going on, but I am going to be wearing a shirt that has some blue stripes on it. So just to kind of give myself a little bit of cohesion to my look, I am going to do more blue-based eyeshadows. I know, strange for somebody my age, but it seems to work. So I need to clean this bad. This is just a little old palette that I have. I don't even know where it came from. I've had it for years, but it's got several different types of shades in it. And I'm going to go ahead and start with, it's a shimmery purple that I'm going to put all over my eye. Just really light. Not a huge fan of the shape of this brush, but I didn't want to get that color that I'm not going to be using a whole lot of on the brushes I'm going to be using a whole lot of. So this is a brush by e.l.f. This is the first brush that I actually bought for myself when I started to get back into makeup. And I'm going to use that to work with this light blue right here in the middle, because I do have its light and dark blues in my shirt. I'm going to bring it up a little bit here. Now, growing up, we didn't have brushes. That was something that came out when I was in my late teens, and I had a set for a long time, and I really enjoyed using it. It gave me better ability to apply my makeup with a build effect. All right, so now I'm going to get my brush that was courtesy of Ipsy because it's gorgeous and I love it. It's the double end brush here. And I'm going to start working with this darker blue. It does have a more purpley base to it, so I'm going to hope I don't end up looking like Mimi on the Drew Carey show here. I'm probably dating myself with that because that's an old show. A lot of you that see this that are into YouTube probably won't get the reference. But I'm going to run that along my line a little bit here in my crease. And I do like to do my eyeshadow before I do my brows, just because it lets me know how dark I really need to go with my brows to offset the color I've chosen. Sometimes I can actually get away with leaving my brows alone, which I know some of you are probably going, oh my God, what? But I actually have really good eyebrows. I like the shape of them. I don't even have to do a whole lot with them. I get them waxed every so often just to clean them up. All right. So that's the blue. And then there's a white here that I'm going to use as a highlight in the inner corner of my eye. Makes them look a little more open. And I definitely need to clean my brushes because I am leaving traces of other color in my white. There we go. And then I'll take and bring this up by my brow bone too, just to highlight my brow bone a little bit. All right, so once that's all done, then I do my brows. And I did just get a gel brow liner that I actually really like. It came from Wish, ironically enough. I have glitter in my brush, which tells me my kids have been in my makeup again. Lovely. Gotta love children, especially little ones. But it just came with this little bitty brush, and it's just a little, and it is a gel, it's not a powder. But it doesn't take much. Dropping my brush. All right. All right, there's one. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of difference, but it's just enough to kind of make them stand out where they're a little thinner here in the middle. Kind of darken them up a little bit after all the foundation and everything that's gone all over my face. All right. As you can see, I don't do a whole lot with my brows. I don't need to. I have really dark hair naturally, so they stand out pretty good against my very fair complexion. The next thing I'm going to do is my eyeliner, and I think I'm going to go ahead and go with my liquid eyeliner today, just because I don't feel like messing with the pencil and doing all the stuff that I normally have to do with it. So, I know you can't really see what I'm doing right now because I have to lean in really close to my mirror, and my camera's kind of behind it. But as you can see, I'm just drawing on my eyelid. I don't do a real big wing. It's not really my thing. I do a little bit of one just because it seems to be the in thing. And I don't want to be... I'm in my 30s. I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing. But I stick with a rather small wing. And I can tell my allergies are bothering me. My eyes are trying to water. What's going on right there? Alright. So it's not perfect, but I don't have a whole lot going on today. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I do just a little bit of eyeliner in the liquid underneath my eye just to kind of create a more cohesive effect on my eyelids. And once I'm done with my eyeliner and I get my eyelash curler out, I actually have really long eyelashes. But I like to curl them before I do mascara. I just found that with my lashes that tends to work a little better. And then I'm going to use my Maybelline Rocket Volume Express just because I have not really cared for any of the mascaras that I got in my boxes. I did have a MAC Cosmetics one that came in, and I didn't really like it. Tried it once, and I ended up poking myself in the eye with the brush because the bristles were really super long. I didn't like the color on my lashes, and I didn't think that it was even as good as this one. This is just Maybelline, and I definitely got better eyelashes out of this than I did the MAC Cosmetics. Again, please don't crucify me. I am not by any means a makeup fanatic. I just enjoy makeup. I like being pretty. I like feeling pretty. So, I mean, to each their own. But I definitely wouldn't spend the kind of money that MAC asks for on the mascara that I received as a sample, which was a 3D lash type mascara. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I get a pretty good result just from the general drugstore mascara. And I spend like $5 on mine versus, $30. So next I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. Now, I don't actually have a contour palette. Like I said many times, I'm still getting back into makeup. I am learning how to contour. But I have a fully natural set of eyeshadows that are all different shades of brown. And I just get a little bit on my brush and do my contour lines. And it gives me something to start with. And then I take a little bit of a bronzer to it. And it doesn't take much because I am super fair. And that's part of the reason I don't have a contour palette, is because I'm having trouble finding one that I don't think would look super clownish against my skin. You know, I'm not all about looking like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. Obviously, you can tell I wear it, but I come from a generation of makeup wearers where makeup was just supposed to enhance what you have, not change it. So some of these contour palettes I've come across are just ridiculous. And I have, again, really super duper fair skin. Like, I even get nervous using bronzer on it because my skin is really fair and I don't want to look like a clown. In the summer months and stuff, I struggle even wearing makeup at all just because my skin tone shifts between a really funny light shade. It's not quite a tan and not quite a bronze. So I don't tend to do a whole lot even in the summer. Now, hopefully you guys are all really proud of me. I did actually go buy my very first highlight palette, and you're going to laugh because it is a total drugstore find, but it's by Wet n Wild, and it's got 4 different colors. If I angle it a little bit, you can kind of tell there. And I haven't really played with it a whole lot. I did do some swatches on my wrist, and all the colors are really pretty. But I'm going to go with this second lightest. It's kind of a rose color. We're going to do a little bit of highlight. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I will turn down the brightness on my camera here in just a minute so you can kind of get an idea. It's not a super, oh my god, I'm going to blind you. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it. It's not a super, oh my god, I'm going to blind you with me. But it does look really nice. It gives just a little bit of a pearly shine anywhere I'm putting it. And it is really, really pretty, actually. I like that one. I was a little concerned on how I would feel about it once it was on my skin, but it is really nice. And there are a couple of darker colors, so when I do decide to get a little bit of sun this summer, I might actually still be able to use it. Now finally, the last thing I always do is my lips and my blush. Now my blush is not hot pink. It's just kind of a nude, and it is by e.l.f. Cosmetics. And I just, a little bit on the cheekbones, a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. Nothing major, just to give me a little bit of color. Put a little bit on my chin, tip my nose, get rid of some of the paleness. All right, so now that we've gone through all of that, it's time to do my lips. Now, this is actually my favorite thing to do because I have very nice full lips. And I think today I am actually going to go with the brown nude colors that I got in my beauty box. It's a mauve lip liner. Nothing super special. It came from Walmart. It's a Maybelline Cosmetics. And I do the X on the upper lip to highlight that lovely little crease. I really like this lip liner because it is really close match to my actual natural skin color on my lips. So even if I screw up, I don't screw up too bad. You know what? I think I'm going to change it up. I'm going to use the Moth lip liner, but I'm going to use this e.l.f. Ravishing Rose. Now, something interesting I found about the e.l.f. Cosmetic lipsticks, they apply really nice. They're like a semi-gloss type. They're a cream, so they're not matte, but they're not shiny. And they actually have like a berry taste to them. So, as you lick your lips and stuff throughout the day, you don't get that waxy taste. It actually has kind of a sweet taste to it. Now this is the Ravishing Red, or the Ravishing Rose. It's not a real rich red, but it is a pink tint. And now you're going to get to see me do fun stuff with my hair. Yay! And now it is wet. I towel dry my hair. I don't like to blow dry. I had talked to you guys a little bit about this leave-in conditioner I got, the OUAI Hair Care leave-in conditioner. And I am going to put a little bit on my ends because my ends have been really dry from all this lovely oddball weather that we've been having here in the Midwest. It's decided it's going to go hot and cold and hot and cold and hot and cold, which just sucks for skincare, hair care, whole 9 yards. So I just put a little bit of that in there, and now my hair is very tangly. I'm a messy shampooer, and I know I've talked about this before. So I'm going to get out my Beauty Protector Protect and Detangle, which is also a leave-in conditioner. It's just a little bit lighter than the other one. And I'm actually going to use this up by my roots. And see how well that helps. Now, I also do have a Suave leave-in conditioner, Natural Infusions, that I usually will use for this kind of stuff. And I also have a Big Sexy Hair Blow Dry Volumizing Gel that I like to use in my hair. But again, I'm not blow drying today. I don't have anything special to do. So, which also means that I won't need to use my healing oil, which, again, I use that whenever I do anything heat related to my hair. So now that I have all that in there, kind of work it in a little bit. You'll get to see this. It's kind of interesting. Now you guys can see how tangly my hair actually is because I literally just pulled it out of the towel. So you got to actually watch that. Now, this is real time. I'm not speeding this up. I'm talking that way you understand. This is how easily this goes through my hair with that Protect and Detangle spray in it. So when I talk about how much I really like that stuff and how in love with it I am, this is why right here. You guys just watched me pull my hair out of that towel and it was all kinds of a tangled mess. And ta-da! I've got to brush through it in no time flat. I just retangled it actually and just brushed it again. So, I mean, I can't complain like at all about that stuff. I really like it. And I know my makeup looked a little harsh while my hair was pulled back, but I've been doing my own makeup for 20-something years now. So, once my hair is down, it definitely softens the look. Kind of hides some of the areas where I've contoured, but it still gives it enough of a definition that it shows up. Now, I am going to try this weekend when I go to church. I'm going to church on Easter, and I will film it while I do it. I'm going to use this Undone Volume and Matte Texture Spray on my hair this weekend because I want to do something with my hair, because after church, we're then going to go see my in-laws. They have some kind of an Easter thing that they're wanting to do. So, but that is me getting ready for my day on a normal day. I kind of like the primer. I can't really tell a difference. I mean, once I put on, my blush and my highlighter and everything, I guess it gives my skin just a little bit healthier of a glow. I do use a lot of different types of makeup, so I don't really know what I can attribute that to, but there you have it. Took me 30 minutes to get ready. You guys have a wonderful day, and if you have anything that you want me to review or any more questions that you have for me, please like this, leave me a comment, share it, subscribe. I'd love to hear more from you guys. You have a blessed week.